Hi there guys, and welcome back to Mainomai FM's Exile Academy. Having said that, in today's episode we will be thanking another academy, and that is Swansea City's academy. I'll explain why a little bit later on. So let's start with a quick recap on what has happened since you were last with me. Regarding form then, since the cracking 4-1 win on camera against Crewe, we've played a few games off camera and we've had some mixed results, it's fair to say. So we actually suffered a narrow defeat, an unfortunate defeat actually, in the Carabao Cup to a League One side in Southend. And that's a game that I really feel like we could and should have won. We then followed that up by not turning up in a 1-0 loss to Forest Green in the league, before finally bouncing back and winning 2 games on the bounce 3-0 rather convincingly in the Leasing.com trophy and the league respectively. Since you were last with me, I've been working really hard as promised on the transfer front in an attempt to try and bring in some young Welsh talent. It's proven to be rather difficult to do that, particularly on our budget. So we owe a lot to Swansea City actually, who have agreed to send a couple of talented lads on loan at no cost to ourselves due to the affiliation agreement we have in place with them. Now, those guys that you haven't seen so far would be young Daniel Williams here, who looks like a fine prospect in midfield. Going to play him probably in deep line playmaker role, if not potentially at halfback as well, although his defensive attributes aren't ideal for that role. So we'll see how that one develops. One I'm really excited about though is young Oliver Cooper here, who looks like he could be a real prospect for us. And it says here he's a shadow striker, but I'm actually going to look to play him inside forward here, cutting in off the left flank onto his stronger right foot. He's got a bit of pace about him. Fairly determined lad. His finishing and composure isn't amazing, but I feel like that'll improve over time. He's a hard-working lad as well, so I'm hoping he will sort of buy into the tactical philosophy we've adopted at the club. So a couple of quick updates for you before we kick off game 1 of the episode then. As you can see here, Nico Williams has been struggling with injury for a number of weeks, so the games I've mentioned previously, we were actually without Nico Williams for pretty much all of those, which was a shame. He's certainly an outstanding player for us down the right hand side. But also, guys, you shouldn't expect any more transfer business from us in this window, as I forgot to mention, but you can see here it's the 14th of September now, so the transfer window is unfortunately slammed shut, so any business we do will have to be free transfers from now on. So our first game sees us up against Northampton Town away from home, which means first of all that Billy Waters can't play. So we've got a selection issue there. I think this is a tough one. I'm not quite sure who to start up top, because actually Jamil Mack can come in. Obviously Waters can't feature in the squad whatsoever. Okay, our left back is struggling slightly, but we'll just keep an eye on him. We'll have options on the bench in case he can't make it through the game. Collins hasn't played too well of late, so I'm just debating dropping him. One thing I do want to do is bring in a couple of the loan lads back into the team, but we're obviously capped at how many we can have in the matchday squad. But I'm pretty sure we'll be allowed to bring a couple in. Okay, so I think this is going to be the team we go with for today's game then, guys. We're going to have King in goal, Halkins and Cabango at the back, Dimitri playing in half-back. But we'll keep an eye on him because he's not particularly familiar with playing there, although he has done so this season so far. Wing-backs, we've gone with Haynes and Wilmot. Again, we're going to have to keep an eye on Haynes for match fitness. Seems to be struggling a little bit. And obviously we'd much rather have Nico Williams at right wing back, but it's not going to be possible today. In the midfield roles then, we've got young Williams and the talisman Sheehan. In the inside forward positions, we're going to have Cooper and Khan. Cooper obviously playing his first game on camera since he joined us on loan from Swansea. And up front we've gone with Jamil Mack, who doesn't particularly fit the back attack style, as he is a bit of a big man up top, but he has delivered the goods for us when he's been called upon. So it'll be interesting to see if he can do the same for us today. Let's get the assistant on the opposition instructions then, guys, and ask the boys to, give the pundits a reason to be backing them. Form's been decent of late, so I'd like to carry that on. Obviously, we are missing Billy Waters, who has been quite important for us, actually, on loan from Northampton. But naturally, he can't play in this fixture, so we're going to have to get by without him. There's a team talk done then, and without further ado, let's get into game 1 of today's episode. Chance from the corner now. Khan swings it in, but it's headed away at the near post. Cooper picks up the scraps, looks to drive inside. Couple of crosses from us early on. I haven't found the target, but that's okay. Haynes swings it in now, and Matt with the header. Another corner in the first 5. That's a better one, and Jamil Matt up from the corner to head that one in, and Otis Khan with the assist there. Keeper has not covered himself in glory, but I am over the moon to have made that pressure count for something in the first 5 minutes. Really important, especially away from home. When you are on top, you do need to score. Sounds, very simple to say, but it's true. Matt's in behind again, and the keeper is forced to pull off a really impressive save as Khan goes over to the other side to take a corner. And Matt is just free as a bird in there. He's finding some space in the box from set pieces. He could be a real threat. Chance for Northampton now. First cross into the box. We defend it really well, and Khan breaks away with the ball. Finds Cooper on the far side, who takes the shot a bit earlier than I would have liked. Probably could have, driven further into the box before he took that one on. Chance for Northampton now, and they force a save from King and score from the resulting corner. That is really disappointing. Charlie Good with the goal. Just a simple corner. We don't deliver it. Sorry, don't deliver it. Don't deal with it, rather. We've got 3 men stood around him that just don't jump for the header. Let's demand more from the boys now. We've looked really good in the first 15 minutes, and okay, and we've looked good since. What a reaction that is to the equaliser. Oliver Cooper, the young lad with the assist, straight into the team. I mean, the reason I didn't celebrate straight away was because I thought that was offside. Let's have another look at it. Oh, it's close. That is some great off-the-ball movement from Matt there. Our forward line have been very bright today. I'm liking what I'm seeing. Here's Cooper again, but he's dispossessed. Khan turns the ball over again for us and loses it. It's carnage out there at the times. Here's Khan now with a blocked shot out for yet another corner. We do get an awful lot of set pieces in this system. Cooper picks up the scraps again. He's been present everywhere so far today. Got some defending to do of our own. And Khan gives away a silly pen. Fantastic stuff. What a save. What a save that is from King. Please don't score from the corner. Okay, they haven't. That's good. Wilmot breaks away with the ball now. Khan looking to redeem himself from giving away that pen, but can't do on that occasion. Whips in another ball. And looks like they're going to break with pace. King's forced to make another good save. Kamango comes over to take the throw. Matt holds the ball up well. Plays it off. Wilmot now finds himself down the right hand side. Acres of space. And it's a tame shot at the keeper's near post that he deals with ease. I really don't know what to make of this. We've been very creative and we've played well at times. But we just look vulnerable at the back. We look like we're going to concede. Oh, Matt's taken a knock as well. That's not good. Our striker options are limited. He's made it until half time. I don't think he's going to recover properly from that, to be honest. He's on 72, conditioning now. Going to tell the boys there's room for improvement, particularly at the back. I don't think we've defended particularly well at times. Yeah, I think Matt's going to have to make way as a precaution more than anything. I don't want him... Yeah, potential knee injury. We can't risk him. We can't risk him. So Collins can play as a striker. But he's only got 10 finish and 9 composure. we have got a 31-year-old Irishman with 14 finishing. He's kind of been left out of squads, but we'll give him some minutes. Obviously, I've left him out because he's not Welsh, but with the injuries that we're getting. Having said that, Ricardo Rees, he's got 12 finishing. Do you know what? We are going to be biased towards our Welsh lads. So Ricardo Rees, you're going up top, son. Show me what you can do up there. He's not been... Well, he's hardly set the world alight, it's safe to say, since he joined us on loan with an option to buy. At the moment, we probably won't be exercising that option, but we shall see. I think our next changes are going to have to be both our wing-backs, guys. They're looking a bit tired. There's Haynes, and that is an awful effort. Absolutely shocking. Can't deliver the free kick. And it's ended up in the back of the net somehow. I think Danny Williams got the flick on. There's Khan, whips it in. Yeah, Williams gets the flick on and Howkins is alive to it. Keeper can't come to gather it quick enough, and that is a very nice position to be in with the security goal there. Around the 70th minute. Gives us a bit of a cushion. And I think now I'll make those changes I've spoken about. So Ash Baker comes in at right back. Do we have someone that can come in and play at left back? I don't think we do. No, we're really struggling on that front. We are probably going to have to play Demetriou out there, which I'm not thrilled about. So it's a bit of a mess this game because of the injuries we've got. As we head into the last 15 minutes or so now, I'll be more than happy if we can just see this one out, to be honest. King goes long with the distribution and can't pick anyone out. And we've caused our own problems, but King's pulled off a fantastic save there. Cross is too deep for them to get onto, which is nice for us. But we can't make anything of the counter. Rees makes it stick though. Tries the ball into the half space, but is headed clear. Well, headed back to the keeper rather. Cabango, that's some good defending on the cover there. Showed some good athleticism to get back. Adams whips in the corner for Northampton. Plucked out of the sky by King. Fantastic stuff from him. That's what you want to see from your keeper. Oh, what a goal that is. I can't even complain at that, to be honest. I mean, I can complain because we've turned the ball over to the opposition sloppily, but Warburton's just rifled that one top bins. Not an awful lot we can expect King to do. Let's demand more from the boys. We want to close this one out. It'll be a big win away from home. And would see us rise to second in the table, guys. Joint second, although there are a lot of teams on 17 points. And you can't really read too much into it at this stage of the season. But there's an effort. And Ollie Cooper, there he is. There he is, pouncing on the loose ball. The keeper spills it. He can't make it stick. And Ollie Cooper is the first to react. Very good anticipation from him. Reacts before the defender, and it looks like we are going to take all 3 points. But at times we've made it rather difficult for ourselves. Khan swings it into the box. It's too deep, and it looks like it's going to be the end of the game. It is. Fantastic result away from home. Cannot complain with that. Although we can complain with some of our defending at times. But, you know, on the whole, good result away from home, and more than happy to praise the lads for that. Okay, so that's not too bad. Matt's injury, he's only got a bruised knee. He's out for a couple of days. That's fine. He might not make it in time for our next league game, but I mean, we've seen that we've got some firepower on the pitch still. We scored goals after he went off, so that's good. And yeah, Matt deserves a bit of praise for his performance. So did Ollie Cooper though. Goal and an assist from him. He was very good. So bear with me a few seconds, guys, and I'll be back with our second game of this episode against Macclesfield Town, which is also an away game. So do stick with us for that. So thanks for sticking around for game 2 of today's episode then, as we find ourselves up against Macclesfield away from home. We've had to rotate the squad a little bit because of the lack of recovery time between the two fixtures. We're still missing Nico Williams, who's still struggling with an injury. And we've also had to think about the number of loanees we have in the team as well. So we're only allowed a maximum of 5 in the match day 18. So, yeah, we're going to have to be a bit clever throughout the season with our sort of team selection. At the moment, it's relatively easy to pick the team, but when, for example, Nico Williams comes back, it might be a little bit more difficult and some players are going to have to miss out. But, you know, we'll see how it goes. We have got a largely Welsh starting 11, which is good. You know, it's really good. We're starting to get towards what we want. And we might have to look into making some permanent transfers in the January window to help us avoid this problem with regards to the number of loan players in our matchday squads. But here we have it, guys. This is the 11 that's going to play the game. We're going to have King in goal, who's, you know, first name on the team sheet, cracking keeper for us. Defenders of Cabango and Dimitri, with Dolan sat in front playing halfback for us. Wingbacks of Haynes and Wilmot, unchanged from the last game. And midfield will be Young Williams and Sheehan again. The front three will consist of Cooper, who had a cracking game last game. Rees is going to get an opportunity on the right-hand side, partially because of the fact that Otis Khan is English rather than Welsh, and we're trying to give opportunities to Welsh lads. And obviously we're restricted by the number of loan players we can have in. And then Billy Waters comes in up top. Now, it's a bit unfair of me to drop Jamil Matt, but he is still struggling a little bit with an injury. So he's someone we'll look to bring on if we do really need him. And just a quick word on sort of fitness, I guess. There are a few players we're going to have to keep an eye on. The likes of Demetriou, Haynes and Sheehan, who have played quite a bit of football and they might need to come off if there's an opportunity to give them a rest. So then, let's try and get the boys fired up before this game. Last game we gave them the talk about the media hyping them up. I don't want to use that one too much. So how about go out there and impress me? Let's see if that works. So Macclesfield's kick things off then, as we look to put some pressure on the ball early, and we get the turnover, which is good. They go long. We kill their first highlight. Sheehan back to Dolan. Williams and Dolan playing a couple of 1-2s there. Cooper plays a 1-2 with Williams as well. Finds Haynes in the channel, and keeper gathers the ball. Good move though. Really good move from us. Playing some nice stuff early on. Had a quieter first 5 minutes than the previous game. But that's alright. You know, I'm happy to grow into the game. Dolan now to whip it into the box. And Ben Cabango on the end of it. Fantastic stuff. We're scoring a healthy number of goals from set pieces. I'm really liking it. Cabango at the back stick just gets up higher than anyone else. Wants it more. Nods it in. Haynes plays a quick 1-2. Comes inside. And we get dispossessed at the edge of the box. Cabango looking to rebuild though. Decides to go home to King. Not always a bad option. Relatively sensible, sorry. Wilmot now far side. Swings it in. And it's cleared. And straight from the clearance, they're in behind here and they've equalised through Donovan Wilson, which is very disappointing. A long ball does everyone. Archibald there just volleys a through ball. Cabango gets up and misses the header. Wilson just peeling off him in behind. And as quickly as that, they've pulled it back to 1-1. I want to see a reaction from the boys now. Here's Wilmot with the throw. Chance to cross. Gets his cross in. Cleared to the edge of the box. Rees with the strike and it's wide of the mark. Yeah, it looks like we're going to have a quiet end to the first half. Yeah, let's tell the boys to dig in. That seems to have worked a treat. Not. I feel like we do deserve to win this game. We've been the team playing all the football, really. Yeah, going to have to keep an eye on a few players as they're struggling a little bit for conditioning. But we'll see. See how they react in the second half. Haynes is one of those. He switches play, but there's no highlight there apparently. This is slightly disappointing. I think we're going to have to sub Haynes now. Ash Baker can come on. Wilmot's going to have to go over to the other side. I really don't want to have to sub a defender, particularly when we need goals. But it's looking like I might have to. I think we're going to bring Matt on. Ricardo Rees has been pretty poor, so we're going to play Waters on that side. Matt's going to go up top, and we'll see how that does. Let's demand more. Dolan with a set piece. Ooh, That was not a bad effort. Keeper struggled with that one as it goes out for the corner. Headed to the edge of the box. Dolan again. Nothing comes of it. Williams now. Picks out Waters well. He finds Sheehan. Makes its way all over to the far side of the pitch. And Matt again with the header. He's getting some open looks there in the 18-yard box. And he just doesn't seem to be making them count. Maybe a last opportunity for us now with Dolan. Swings it in. Oh, it's just past the post. I think that's going to be it. Yeah, that's the end of the game. A rather disappointing draw. We could have gone top with a win. We could have gone top. I'm going to assertively tell them I'm disappointed. That was very disappointing. We absolutely killed them first half. We let them back into it a bit second half, but still on balance, I think we should have won the game. Don't know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments what you think of today's results. Obviously, we picked up the win against Northampton, but I don't know, guys. There's just something about us I'm not liking. I think it's defensively, to be honest. We've not really looked particularly solid. Having said that, our goal difference is the best in the league. I think that's mostly down to the number of goals we're scoring rather than the lack of goals conceded. But again, let me know in the comments what you guys are thinking about how we're looking early in the season. So unfortunately, that is all we have time for when it comes to episode 3 of Mainomai FM's Exile Academy, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in and for following the series so far. I really appreciate your support as always. If you've got any thoughts on how the save's going so far, any recommendations on where you think I should take things, or anything that I haven't shown you guys, if you want me to show you guys the youth setup, whatever, do let me know. If you like the video, please do smash the like button on the video. It really does help get the content out to a wider audience, really. If you're new to the channel and you don't want to miss any future episodes, do hit that subscribe button and ring that bell for me so that you don't miss any future content. But until next time, guys, thank you very much for tuning in. Appreciate the support. Take care of yourselves. Cheers.